disaster, the smart thing is usually the opposite of what the government is going. Help the economy recover, encourage spending, get businesses back on their feet. Instead, what the government is doing is increasing costs across the economy in general because government says it must raise $18 billion in taxes from the backs of the Jamaican people. Now let's talk about one of the biggest measures in the budget, the sugary drinks levy. The government says it will raise about $10 billion by taxing sugary drinks. They say it is about public health. Nobody is saying sugar consumption is not a real issue, but Julian Robinson raised a very important question. If this is really about health, why not require the manufacturers to reduce the sugar content in the drinks, right? Because that option really exists. Other countries have done exactly that. Instead, the government chose a tax, and that creates a contradiction. Because if the tax works and people buy less sugary drinks, then how does the government collect the $10 billion it says it needs? So what are they really counting on? That Jamaicans will keep buying the drinks just at a higher price with the same sugar content. And who is most likely to fall for that increase? Poorer Jamaicans, working class Jamaicans, the people buying what they can get the cheapest on the shelves, the bag juice, the box juice, the drinks, the soda. So let's be honest about this. You cannot say it is about health while budgeting for people to stay unhealthy. There's also this environmental levy. It sounds responsible. It sounds noble, but the issue raised in the presentation is that the money does not go directly to the environment's protection. It goes into the consolidated fund, government big pool. So that is government taxing people, saying it's for the environment, but the money is not specifically reserved for environmental protection. And once again, consumers are the ones who will likely pay through higher prices. So once again, the government collects the revenue and ordinary Jamaicans feel the pressure. Next is the digital services taxes. Many people thought this tax would apply mainly to streaming services like Netflix or Spotify. But based on the minister's explanation, it may also affect purchases from sites like Amazon, Temu, or Shein. And that creates a major contradiction because just 2 years ago, the government expanded duty-free relief on online purchases to help consumers. And it appears a new tax may now reverse that relief. So you give it one hand and then you take it back with the next one. And there are still basic questions like, how will this be collected? Who pays it? How will it work across thousands of overseas transactions? This look like I miss a take it back.